Welcome everyone to Math 2008 Foundation of Numbers online. That is Math 2008, and I wanted to just kind of give you an idea of where to find things in our course. So the first thing you'll do is going to the Getting Started here and completing, I believe, the 8 orientation items, as well as here's where to find the textbook, how we communicate in this course, meeting myself, and some information about me, and some tips for success. So you'll begin here and you'll click here and you can just toggle to the right to get to the following pages. Okay, so make sure you read through all that, and there's our textbook. In addition to that, I'll go back to that starting point there and show you the orientation items. So again, clicking here, and here's the orientation unit. You read and print a copy of the syllabus and the course schedule. Then meet your classmates by completing the orientation discussion. When you click here, that'll take you to that. You have an orientation student information assignment. You will use the Respondus Lockdown Browser and Monitor, which is it's our testing that we use so that you are monitored while you're testing, and you'll have a quiz to take while you're using that Respondus Lockdown Browser to get you ready to how to test in it. And then you'll register for My Math Lab and complete the orientation homework assignment in there. Down here on the right, this is all our information about our wonderful tutorial center. Almost any of our math instructors should be able to help you with that. You'll click here and it'll zoom you right in, or you can click here and you can make an appointment. Here's the calendar with all upcoming dates. June 15th would be the first. I believe that's correct. That date might change, but I'll take care of that for our first assignments. And then I just wanted to show you down here is a checklist, which is awesome. You can use this as you go and you can check things off. So this is what it would look like for you. And as you go into the orientation and you finish everything, you can check it off. So it's a literal checklist from you with the links to those assignments. So I hope that will help keep you straight. You will have assignments within D2L. Really, the only assignments in D2L are the discussions. So those can always be found here, as well as links throughout the course under communication and discussions. And here's your introductory discussion, but let me kind of show you what the other ones look like. They're all called class activity discussions, and you'll have some throughout the course. This is for section 1.2. This is the activity discussion for 3.1 and so forth. So I just wanted to show you where those are. If at any time a link doesn't work, you'll just go to communication and discussions to find those. Here's how you'll find your grade book. So there you go with that. And it'll look like this. Make sure you get the Pulse app. That's one of the first things in the announcements I give you is how to get the Pulse app. And then if we walk down through here, you'll have 4-unit tests and a final. I'll be taking those 4-unit tests and a final. You will also need to submit the work from each test that you take. So I kind of wanted to show you that that's going to be under assessments and assignments. Here's also a place to get to discussion. So anything you would need would be kind of under assessments. Here's your discussions. Here, if you click on assignments here, this is where you will submit the work from each of your tests. And here's your orientation assignment. Let's see if there's anything else I can show you. Here is how you'll get started in My Math Lab. You'll click this Pearson My Math Lab link. If you'll read these two, it will kind of show you about it. And then you will only get into My Math Lab from within our course. This shows you how to register from within our course, tells you exactly how to do it, gives you a video, and this is how you will see it when you'll be prompted, and you'll open Pearson and you'll open My Lab and Mastering, and that is how it will look for you guys on your side. You will create an account. If you don't already have an account, you'll just follow the directions. I want everybody to make sure they at least get the first 14. You can get the first 14 days for free. It will prompt you and tell you when you do need to come in and pay for it. Or you can pay for it right out to start with. I do not think that is the current access price. So don't worry about that right there. And but like I said, everybody, if you don't pay for it right away, go ahead and get the 14 days for free. You will have to upgrade it, and it will show you. It'll look like this. It'll tell you that it expires, and then you will have to click on upgrade access before the 14 days is up to stay in MyMathLab, which is required for this course. So hopefully that helps, just kind of showing you around our course a little bit and showing you how to get started and where everything is. So again, from the course homepage, everything you need I would use over here. Here, this is the same as content items up here. I just like it under the content browser. And I showed you under assessments, which is where you can find discussions, assignments, and quizzes if you need them. And here's where you can find your grade book. Okay, and I do want to make sure that when you purchase MyMathLab, you only purchase it from within our course. Otherwise, you can't go to the internet and get it, because it is not the same MyMathLab. You can, however, purchase it at our bookstore, and when you get to a certain point, when you're registering, it would tell you to put in your access code that you purchased from the bookstore. So that is also an option. Some students will purchase it from our bookstore if they have financial aid, because you can use financial aid in the bookstore. And then I have some student resources here. I'm telling you, here's some resource videos. Here's how to get the Brightspace Pulse app. Here's how to get to our GHC Virtual Hub and some other things, and tutoring information again, career counseling and disability services. And let me go back to the home here, and we'll look at the next thing is our syllabus and course calendar with all the assignments. So make sure to read through the syllabus very carefully and ask me if you have any questions. So here's our syllabus, and if you'll read through that, I'll point out a few things. This is about the required MyMathLab. Here's the grading policy. You will have orientation activities worth 5%. Textbook instructional videos within MyMathLab for 10%, practice problems within MyMathLab for 15%. When you do them in MyMathLab, they automatically go into our gradebook. You will have integrated math and pedagogy videos, call those IMAP-Vs. Those are within MyMathLab. Those are 10% of your overall grade. The D2L Inner Course, the activity discussions that I showed you are 5% of your grade. You have 4 tests worth 10% each and a final exam worth 15%. You will not get those grades released to you until you submit your neat handwritten work under assessments and assignments for each of those tests. Then this goes through and tells you more about the orientation. These tell you more about each, what I've talked about here, the different kinds of assignments. And here's the instruction about MyMathLab and how it is structured. It's very simple. And then I showed you the D2L checklist. There's about the classroom activity discussions. And I actually also have a test review for each of the tests. The test reviews are in MyMathLab, and you'll get 5% bonus points, up to 5%. So if you made an 80, you would get 4 bonus points added to that upcoming test. Then this kind of tells you about the different tests, Respondus Lockdown Browser, what you're allowed for each test, a formula note sheet, just one 8.5 by 11 sheet of notes front and back. And you will be videotaped and proctored while you are testing. You may not use a calculator or your phone while testing. You will show an ID, so GHC or a driver's license ID that's clear to the computer. You'll also have a formula and note sheet. You'll show that, any blank sheets of paper, and you will show that during the startup sequence when you're testing. Let's see, and there again, after completing it, you'll upload photos or scans of your numbered, worked out problems within that section of the course up here. I show you how you can take photos or scans of your worked out problems, but most of you probably know how to do that with your phone. And then you have one final exam that is that kind of covers everything from front to start, and you have 2 hours to take that. You may not receive any late work. I won't receive late work unless you might. If there's something extenuating circumstances, you may be required to provide documentation. Make sure you have a computer backup plan at all times. We have all kinds of support for you if you have problems with GHC or our course. Within our course itself, Not My Math Lab, this is how you can get support on that. And the way to get help in this course is me, of course, our math tutoring Zoom room. Oh my gosh, they're wonderful. You click right here, you go into the Zoom room. It's awesome. And you can also make an appointment. Then besides that, because they're only there from 9 to 7, usually Monday through Thursday and sometimes on Fridays, you also have 24/7 support through BrainFuse, and this link would take you there. And then go through all the regular GHC policies. That's probably on all your syllabi. The withdrawal date this for this summer semester is July 5th. Netiquette, how to respond online about our tutorial center, early alert programs, extended absences, incompletes and unearned F information. Make sure you read through all of this. Early grades policy, financial aid. These are GHC policies. Disability, if you have any disabilities or need anything with that, be sure and let me know within the first week of class. Student code of conduct and academic integrity code. Make sure you read through that. We are still in a COVID-19 somewhat with some protocols, so make sure you read through that. Copyrights, counseling, student support services. We are tobacco-free campus, and what to do if there's inclement weather. We are online, so that shouldn't affect us much, and the campus carry rule for all of USG and Georgia Hollins College. So hopefully that shows you where that is. Let me go back to our home page. You will also then see a course calendar. So I'll briefly go over that. What you'll see here is the course calendar with the assignments, telling you exactly what to do and when things are due. Orientation items are due on June 11th. And then the first is, and then this whole first part assignments are not due until the end of the test that closes for Unit 1. So Unit 1, you will complete all this work, and I have dates that you should complete them by. So the first week, this is what you should complete. The second week, you should complete these, and then you will have a test. Even though you should complete these during these weeks, they will not close out for you until the end of the test. So Unit 1 will not basically be totally due until June 18th. But at that point, it will be due and it will close out. Then for Unit 2, it's suggested that you do these the first week 3, these sections for week 4, and then everything for that unit will close out on July 2nd. And then again, same thing with Unit 3. The withdrawal date falls within there, and everything will close out by July 16th. And then Unit 4, everything will close out by 7:30, July 30th at the end of the day. That would be everything, including what was done in week 7, week 8, test 4, and the final. And that's what it's showing down here. Those are suggested dates of completion. However, all unit work will be officially due midnight on the day that that test closes. So that would be July 30th here. So I just kind of wanted to point that out to you. I'm going to go back to our course homepage quickly and show you then where all the unit work starts. So again, go here and go to course units, and there you begin Unit 1. There'll be an introduction for each section, so make sure you read those. It'll know you what you're getting into and what you'll be looking for. And then you have note pages for the entire Unit 1. And then after that, you will come to an area where you'll have great resource videos for all of elementary mathematics. So this is an awesome resource if you need any help from those. And then how to get the Bright Pulse app. I put that in there again. Let's see what else we have here. And then you'll always come upon a summary. And here's the summary for all of Unit 1, as well as remember you have the checklist to go through. And then each each unit is set up in that manner. So I hope that helps you, that everything in the course is very organized and to help you be very successful in this course this semester. So